All right, everybody. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do the practice part of the masterpiece activity that we're going to do. Okay, relating to converting between fractions, decimals, and percents. So the first thing that you're going to do is you are going to play around with what I have over here so you can get an idea of how it works. So what I did is that if you type in a number, like let's say I type in the number 1 into here. If I type in number 1 into here, it's going to turn orange. And you see the color legend says that it would turn orange. If I type in 7, it's going to turn pink. Watch. 7. And push it. And go. I just move away from it. It turns pink. So what you're going to do is right now is first go ahead and go to Google Classroom and open up the masterpiece activity. Click File and make a copy. And then go ahead and play around with this and see how it works. Okay? So push pause in the video, go ahead and do that, and then come back and watch the rest of the video. Okay, so now that you've kind of played around with this and saw how like the colors change when you put in the numbers, okay? So I actually spent a lot of time putting this together for you guys. Now what you're going to do is you are going to create an image here. Okay, it needs to be something recognizable. So something that you might want to do is go to Google and search for pixel art related to something that's interesting to you. So maybe you want to do pixel art related to Among Us. Okay, so try that. And so here's an example of pixel art related to Among Us. Now, this one is a little bit harder to copy just because what I have over here, okay, this box is just 10 by 10, and this is definitely more than 10 by 10. So it's going to be a little bit harder to do. If you want to look for something that's 10 by 10 pixel art, you can do that. And let's see. Here we go. There's a lot of different ideas here. So if you want to copy one of these ideas, you can. You're just going to have to use the colors that I have for you. So what I would suggest doing is, if you can, let's see if it would work on, is take a screenshot. So if you take a screenshot of the image, all right, and then after you take a screenshot, let's see if I can paste it. Does it work? Yeah, there we go. I just pushed Control V and pasted the screenshot on here. So, and then you can look at it and then you can copy it onto here. So this one, you know, has different types of pink. I don't have different types of pink. So you're going to have to use something else. So maybe, so first I'm going to delete everything I have. I'm going to delete all these numbers that I have. Okay, and so I'd start 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th one. So maybe you'd want to put pink for that, and maybe I want to put red for this one and pink for this one. So 7, and then you're going to continue on. So we want to do, it was 7, and then red, 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 and then and so forth, and then you keep on going. Okay. In this activity that you're doing over here, you need to have at least 4 different colors. So with this, you'd be able to have 4 different colors. White is included in a color, so white is possible. Okay, and at least needs to have, each color needs to take up at least 2 pixels. So each one of these is a pixel. All right. Then the next thing that you're going to do is, after you go ahead and make your image. Okay, so actually what I want you to do right now is go ahead and make your image, push pause on the video, and then come back and then listen to the rest of the video. Okay. Okay, so now that you've made your image, here's what you're going to do. You are going to count the number of boxes. Let's say you have orange. You're going to count the number of orange boxes, and you're going to put that number here that you have in this image. Okay. Count the number of red boxes. So right now, I'm going to work with what I have right now. So right now I have 0 orange boxes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 red boxes. And pink, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I've got 0 for everything else. But you guys will have more than what I have. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add up all the numbers, and that's going to go in the total. Your total should be, okay, 10 by 10 is the area. So 10 times 10, it's 100. So you should have 100 in here. All right. And then over here, it says number of total number of squares in pixel art box. You should also have 100 there as well. Okay, actually I put that one in for you. Now what you're going to do is go ahead and find the fraction of each color. All right, the fraction is probably the easiest part. So, and the percent's pretty easy too. So orange, 0. So you can just put 0 for these. Okay. For the red, I've got 4 out of, it should be out of 100. So I would put 4 out of 100. That's the fraction. All right. And then what's important is I want you to simplify it. So you're going to write 4 out of 100 is equal to, let's see, 1 out of 25. I just knew that off the top of my head. Okay, that is equal to 1 out of 25. So you're going to put the simplified version. Equals 1 out of 25. Now you're going to convert that to a decimal. So 4 out of 100. If you want to convert it to a percent first, it might be easier. So you know, if you think about percents, right? Percent means per 100. So if 4 100s is the fraction, then the percent would be 0.4%, right? All right. So then if I want to convert the percent to a decimal, remember, I just have to move the decimal place 2 times. 1, 2. Decimal would be 0.04. Okay. So then you're going to do that. You're going to fill in the rest of the chart. And then at the end, once you've filled in this chart, you are going to add up all the fractions and put your answer here. All the decimals, put your answer here. All the percents, and put your answer right over here. Okay. So in this, I need to see your work. So make sure you're doing your work on a piece of paper. So you can submit that when you submit your final project. Okay, so you're going to have a piece of work for this, for your practice project, and a piece of work for your final project. All right. If you have additional questions, you are welcome to ask me after you've watched this video, but make sure that you have watched this video first. One last thing is that anytime you see, so look at this note over here. Anytime you see a box that is green, that means something in that box needs to be filled out by you. So before you check to see if you've finished everything, or when you check to see if you finished everything, check to see that you have something in every single green box. So this one we already did for you. You need to have something in all of these boxes, okay? You need to have something in all the totals. And there's one last one right over here. You need to have an image name. So give a name to your image. So this one, for example, I would give the name flower, like, you know, pink and red flower, or something like that. Okay. All right. So that's it for the practice activity. When you're finished with the practice activity, go ahead and watch the next video about the final one.